Reginald A. Maker, local reporter here in Lyon, ahead of the Champions League first knockout round draw, where Brentford is waiting to see who they get as a reward for topping their group. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 8, Episode 6 of Brentford, the final season of Brentford, and today we will be playing Liverpool in the Carabao Cup quarter-final we're up to, and then we have a huge Premier League game against Spurs. They are second, we are up there as well, and, well, it is absolutely huge. But we begin with the Champions League first knockout round draw. We were group winners, so we have been seeded in that draw. So let's have a look and see here who the other seeded teams are. It is Barcelona, so that's good because they knocked us out last time we got this far. It is RB Leipzig, Schalke, Chelsea, Milan, Real Madrid, and Sevilla. Obviously, we can't get any of those teams. The other teams, we're going to get Paris. There's nothing sure. Anyway, Monaco, Celtic. We can't get Liverpool. We will get Paris. Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan, defending champions are in there. Lyon, and of course, we can't get Roma, having been in the same group as them. Well, I fully expect to get Paris Saint-Germain here, so let's just get this out of the way. And, I mean, you've got to beat them at some point, don't you? In all likelihood. Celtic's first team out. We'll take them. Battle of Britain. Oh, we do get Celtic. Well. There we go. Well, let's hope everybody else gets a nightmare. What about, Barcelona. Oh, it's Chelsea. Well, that's actually not too bad. Chelsea's a good team. Liverpool, they can have Barcelona. They get Milan. Lyon, they'll get beaten by Barcelona, won't they? There we go. So Barcelona, of course, our conquerors, as I said, last time we got to knockout rounds. Inter, who are they going to get? They're going to get Schalke, so it'll be Sevilla and Roma. But I tell you what, we got, I'd say, the friendliest draw we could have got there. So it's Celtic in the first knockout round. I couldn't be happier with that draw. I mean, they probably are a very good team. You don't get to the Champions League knockout rounds by mistake, but yeah, we'll take that and run, won't we? Now, there's 3 games to catch you up on since last episode, so let's start with those. The first one being a Premier League game against Swansea City. James Garner gave us the lead. Dan doubled it midway through the first half. And Mabry played in Fete up to make it 3-0. Derby pulled one back before half-time. And up crossed for Vazquez in the second half to complete the scoring. So a really good performance this one. Garner, Den, Arp and Vazquez with the goals. You can see we absolutely dominated the game. It's a shame to have conceded, to be honest. But yeah, we played really well. The player ratings tell you that. And yeah, very good 3 points. Next up, it was the final Champions League group stage game. We went to Kiev in December. Who doesn't want to be there? Let's see how we did. Jonathan Panzo crossed for Diallo to give us the lead. Ndedi teed up Diallo to double his tally. And Panzo got his second assist when he crossed for Ndedi after the break. Before the same two repeated the trick for 4-0. And Matt Keach completed the scoring when he pounced on a back pass. Absolutely brilliant. Finally, a good performance, but when we played with wingers, which was great to see. Diallo with a double, which is nice to see him finding a bit of form. Ndedi with a double, and Matt Keach getting himself a Champions League goal there as well. We gave Matteo a game at right back as somebody potentially who could fill in there for us, and he did brilliantly. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to say other than that. It was just a really pleasing performance from us. The final game to catch you up on was back in the Premier League against a struggling Derby County. We took the lead through a Lucianino thunderbolt and secured the points when Arp, Dan and Lavery completed a stunning counter-attack. So there we go, we got the win. 2 absolutely cracking goals from Lucianino, and what about that goal and the counter-attack from Lavery? That had me out of my seat, love to see that. Lavery was man of the match as well. We gave Morrow a little bit of time in midfield. We gave... Oh no, Matteo, I thought I gave... anyway, maybe not. Maybe that was the other game. I tried Erkinger as a wing-back, but maybe he was on the bench. Maybe that was against Kiev I did that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We absolutely dominated the game again. They weren't the worst team we've played, to be honest. They did have a few chances, but ultimately we were just a little bit too good for them. Quick look at what that means for the league table, and you can see we are only 3 points back of Tottenham ahead of our game against them today. The tough run to the start of the season had us sitting... Didn't look too good. We were down, so just outside the European places, but as we come up towards the halfway point of the season, it's sort of leveled things out, and, well, we can win today, goal difference, depending on what happens to Arsenal, we could find ourselves top of the table. So that would be absolutely brilliant. But right now, we've got to worry about the first game over here, which is, of course, at home to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. We are the favourites for this one. We don't have the best record against Liverpool, but not the worst. 4 wins, 5 draws, and 8 defeats. We played them, not, of course, last episode, wasn't it? Not that long ago. They were a Filippo Inzaghi coached side. They didn't do too much against us last time. It was 0-0, wasn't it? Balanced, direct style of play. We do have a match report from that game. We also have one. I mean, Burnley, they absolutely smashed them. But away from home again against Arsenal, they played this similar formation. And it's a similar sort of story. They were a little bit more narrow against us than they were against Arsenal. But we can see all their other ins and outs there. And, well, let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here. Now, they did us a favour by beating Arsenal in that one. Let's hope they can do us a favour by losing here as well. Now, we are not playing the strongest team. We have to focus on the Tottenham game. As much as I'd love to win the Carabao Cup, we've got to try and win this as well. So it's Siders, Webb in goal. It's Suisi and Soleil, the backup, 2 centre-backs. Of course, they're just as close to first choice, really. But they go at the back. Bogle's going to go down the right. Michelotti down the left. Garner, Rambleson and Urosh coming in to play as the Mazzella. He just gets the nod in this one ahead of Morrow. I think he's a better Mazzella than what Morrow is, and that's ideally how I'd like to play. Diallo goes as the number 10. It's Vassi and Keach going up top. Let's see if we can get one over Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. I think they've knocked us out just about every season so far. So they have Kai Havertz. They don't have Everton Leandro. He's on the bench for them, so hopefully he'll stay there. So it's maybe not the strongest team. I still have Upamenko. This Meleg's a good defender. Alexander-Arnold. They still have a very good team out there. So let's hope that we can get the better of them today. Bowen says, expected to prove a point today. Let's go with an assertive, on the recent plays. Just play your natural game. Let's go with that. Some passionate, we have faith. And, well, let's see if we can finally beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. All right, and here we go. Hosting it is at this point in the tournament because it's because it's 2-legged semi-final, isn't it? But it's a big advantage to be hosting it, and hopefully we'll take advantage of that. We have been scoring a few more goals recently, which is nice to see. And here we go. We've got a highlight that begins with Liverpool rapidly running towards our goal. Tellez has gone a long way there. Siders Webb makes a decent save. And we're going to have a corner to defend now as well. Come on, boys. Looks like we've got most people marked up there towards the back post. It's gone over everybody. Kane has just decided to help it out for a throw-in, and we'll take that and run. Thank you very much. It's been a relatively even game so far. Let's give it a get creative, see if we can spark them into some life here, and go from there. It was good to see Diallo get some goals in the Champions League. He's been a little bit disappointing. I thought we'd signed a world-class player, kind of like I did with Erkinger, to be honest. And I mean, they're both very good and they both have their moments. But I've got to say, in both of them, I've been a little bit disappointed by what we've seen from them. Let's give it one last demand more before half-time, and absolutely nothing to see there. All right. Well, we're not playing particularly well, are we? So let's maybe calmly tell them that. We've got Michelotti, who continues at times to just be a thorn in my backside. That's the saying, right? All right, so let's have a look and see what we can do here. All right, so we're going to raise the tempo and see if that helps us at all. It's helped us give Liverpool a corner. It's headed away by Soleil. Can we get to the second ball? No, we can't. Cross comes in again. Unmarked men. Don't like to see that. And, oh dear, I don't like where this is headed. And straight at Siders Webb. That's much better. All right, and is that the highlight? No, Suisi brings it out from the back. I wonder if we need to look to exploit the flanks a little bit. Rambleson looks to knock one forward. It's a flick on there. It's a nice flick on. Keach has got a chance. Oh, and Matt Keach draws a decent save from their goalkeeper. A nice flick on from Vassi, though. That was more like it. Maybe that's the higher tempo coming in for us. Urosh with the corner. It's another good one. It's headed away. Are we going to get to that? We'll never know because the highlight ends. Michelotti only playing a 6.3. It might be time to consider his future in this game. Rambleson loses out. Ball forward. We pick that up, though, with Suisi. Out to Michelotti. He goes in for Diallo to Garner. Garner crossfield's a good ball to find Bogle. He's got space. Can he pull a nice ball back? It's there. Back post. Keach is there. Michelotti's there. Somebody do something with it. Rambleson. Oh, it's off the goal post. Off the line. It's still there for us. Garner back across to Bogle. This is much, much better. We just needed to raise the tempo. It's there for Vasi. Can he turn? He goes back to Bogle. And his shot is straight at the keeper. Now, of course, Bogle had a chance to win us the game, didn't he, in the league? And kind of stuffed it up a little bit, if we're honest. Michelotti is went back to a 6-2 for a second then. So that'll do it for him. Let's get Panzo on out there. Urosh is not quite working. So, I mean, he's still a youngster, so we'll take him off. We'll try a box-to-box midfielder in Morrow out there. Leaves us with one more sub to make. Rambleson's not having a great game either, and I start to wonder, given that somebody needs to win this game, if we try and go for it with some wingers. We've seen a little bit of love for us in wide areas. Now, of course, the problem is that by taking Urosh off and only having one sub left, I've kind of used up some of the winging options. We could play Vasi out there. Keach could maybe do a job out wide. And that's just over the bar as well. Okay. Let's go and make this change. We'll go like this. It's going to be probably Rambleson that comes off, isn't it, really? He's the one that's not playing particularly well. So Erking will have to come on. So for Rambleson, we'll switch those two around. Okay, there we go. I didn't know Keach was a winger. There you go. He's a wonder kid now as well. Matt Keach, a wonder kid. There we go. Wonderful stuff. Okay. So we have played all our cards. Let's hope that it goes in our favour now. It's not been a fantastic game. I think we've just about shaded it though, haven't we? So it would be disappointing if we weren't to go on and win it. Now, is it going straight to penalties? It doesn't matter because we've made all our subs, or are we going to play some extra time here? I have a feeling it's straight to penalties, and that is indeed what's going to happen. All right, well, Siders Webb, we need you to be a hero. Semi-finals of the Carabao Cup on the line. I tell you what, you want to be a Liverpool-Brentford game this season. Erking sticks his penalty away. Nicely done, sir. And let's see what Siders Webb can do. Ideally, I would have liked to have had Zillan in goal for this. He's a little bit better reflexes. Oh, and unfortunately, Siders Webb can't get to that one. But we have faith in our man. James Garner steps up now. Let's see what he can do. He has taken penalties for us before. Sticks that one away as well. Brilliant. And Isaac now is going to step up. I've had him before. I loaned him in at Villa in FM18 probably, or 19, whichever one it was. Oh, and he's missed it. There we go. He enjoyed his time working under me in a previous version of the game. And he's done me a favour there. All right, Yellow. Can he make this count now? This was for 3-1. Come on, Ricky Gervais. Oh, he does stick it away. And we are 3-1 up. And we are one kick away now from the semi-finals. It's Bam Bam. That is a fantastic name. Is that his name? It is Bam Bam. Oh, I want to sign him. He sticks it away. I don't mind. With a name like that, you can score. It's Jaden Bogle. Come on, you missed against them in the league, mate. This is your chance to send us into the semi-finals. Jaden Bogle. He does stick it away, and that all but makes it secure now. They have to score, and if they do, then we have to score. And if we don't, then we get another chance at it. It'll just be back to even. It's Alvarez stepping forward. Come on, Siders. Make yourself a Brentford hero, mate. Come on. Filippo Inzaghi's actually, his job is under threat at Liverpool. So if we were to win this, it might be the final nail in his Liverpool coffin. Come on, Alvarez. There it is, boys. Siders Webb makes the save, and we're going to the semi-finals. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. To be honest, I'm not sure if I like that because Liverpool have a good team on paper. So if they get a new manager in, it might just make them a little bit more difficult for us to beat. What do we say to that? Well done. It wasn't the best game we've ever seen, was it? Maybe don't get complacent. So there we go. We get through on penalties. Maybe not the ideal way to do it, but we've done it nonetheless. And guys, wait right there. We will be back for the big game in the league against Spurs. Okay, welcome back. Now, before we get to the Spurs game, we have our draw for the EFL Cup semi-final, and we couldn't have been much better. We got Watford, Championship Watford, and the other semi-final is Manchester United and Spurs. So that is very, very friendly for us indeed. Obviously, it's the best draw we could have got. So over 2 legs, you'd like to think we could beat a Championship club, which puts us in the Carabao Cup final for the first time. And maybe, do we talk quadruple? Could it be on? Anyway, but that's very, very nice indeed. I love that draw. Anyway, we are about to face Tottenham. We are favourites for this one, which is a little bit concerning considering they're top of the league. But we're in pretty good form. They are in inconsistent form. They're a Thomas Tuchel managed side, and he is one of my nemesis on this game. He's a very, very good manager, a very, very good coach. An adventurous passing style of play. You can see here we're expecting, obviously, the Liverpool trick is out because that's what we're expecting to face here. We can see here they got a 1-1 draw against Brighton last time out. Now, Brighton is a decent team. We can see they're very compact. It looks relatively structured. Passing network is there. Key passes as well. Very, very sort of in and around that final third. And this is a team that we're sending out to hopefully get us a win here, although it's away from home, so maybe a point wouldn't be too bad. Siders Webb will continue in goal. It's Pavlovic and Amado at the back. It is Scott down the right, Vazquez down the left, Matteo, Lucianino and Mabry in midfield, Lavery in behind, Dan and Arp. I think right now, I said I think again, but I'm relatively confident this is our strongest team. Maybe Bogle and Scott could switch, but yeah, let's see what we can do. So they have come out with that kind of defensive lineup. This Fletcher guy is a very, very good player. I've been trying to sign him for quite a while. I really did go in for him this summer, but we just couldn't afford him. But he is a stunning defender. So that's a concern. Foden in midfield, Harry Kane, obviously. They're a very good team. I'm not surprised to see them up where they are in the league. Bowen says, do it for the fans. Let's go assertively. Ignore the pressure again. Expect nothing but a win to keep the good form going. Let's try that. Let's try putting a bit of expectation on us, and let's hope it doesn't come back and result in a very nervous performance from us. But we'll only find one way to find out. Now, of course, we historically, as Brentford, do have a terrible record against Tottenham. Even when they weren't a particularly good team, we've really, really struggled to get results against them. So, hopefully, we'll see a turning of the tide here. Ball in from a free kick, and that's a good save from Siders Webb. Behind for a corner. Let's give it a quick concentrate shout before the corner gets taken, and hopefully get this clear. Towards the back post, there's no one there, but Siders Webb, thankfully, for the second time in about a minute, is there. He gets it forward quickly, and can we get them on the break? Here we go with Fete up. Fete up looks to spread it wide. There's no one there, and well, that'll end the highlight. Look at Siders Webb, best player on the field. There is, of course, a chance that maybe he will come good at the end of the season, which obviously is when trophies get handed out. I mean, he's continuing to develop. He's, dare we say, keeping a few clean sheets now. We don't want to jinx that, of course, in this one. But, yeah, I mean, he's obviously still not exactly where we would like him to be, but, he is showing progress through the season, and that's a good thing. Lavery with a nice ball out there. He's got Vazquez getting forward. Vazquez has his teammates in the middle. Can he pick out one of the strikers? It's Fete Up! And Fete Up is there for his 10th of the season. It's 1-0 to Brentford. And that is excellent, excellent stuff. We'll tell him to concentrate again. Vazquez and Up combine. And Fete is a nice ball from Lavery to find Vazquez's run as well, wasn't it? And he looked up, he took his time, he picked out his teammate, and Fete Up isn't going to miss that, is he? Not our Fete. And there it is, a 34th minute goal. And we are 1-0 up. And now we have a free kick to defend. Come on, Siders. On your toes, mate. Oh, dear. That didn't last long. Oh, I hate conceding from free kicks like that. That's so annoying. We'll tell them to show some passion. I don't know if we can blame Siders Webb for that. It's a decent free kick, isn't it? Not right in the corner, but it's still a decent free kick. And just like that, the lead is gone. It lasted all of about 3 seconds, didn't it? And that's always disappointing. But there we go. 1-1 at the break. We would have just about taken that. What do we want to say at half-time here? We can go out there without any pressure on us. Yeah, let's go with that again. Let's go with the passion that we have faith and see if the same trick works twice. Everybody's looking relaxed. I mean, that's not a bad thing, is it? Let's give it a get creative nice and early on in the half here and see if we can go and get something. Dan's not having a great game, only playing a 6.4. We do have Vassi on the bench. We do also have Erkinger on the bench, of course. Let's give it another demand more here and see where this leads us. Okay, what can we do to change things? What we might do, I'm wondering, let's try and exploit the flanks. We saw the goal came from a wide area, so let's try and get the players that are in wide areas involved a little bit more. Let's give it a get creative, and Siders Webb with a goal kick. Let's hope that we can work this down the pitch, and it's not going to end up us giving the ball away. Armando comes forward. into a bit of a cul-de-sac there. Crossfield pass, and always nerve-wracking, but it's worked out okay. Lavery on the ball for Mabry. Mabry looks to get it forward early. It's not a great ball, is it? It's not a great ball, and here they come back the other way. Kara already got one goal. He's got enough. He goes past his man like he's not even there. And I'm starting to get a little bit nervous. Ball in, Harry Kane. Siders Webb does a little bit of a panic clearance, but it was just, you can use your hand, mate. It's fine. But he hacks it clear in a non-panicked, very controlled fashion. And we've got a highlight of our own here. Soleil with the throw. He's a little bit too far forward. No, it's Vazquez. Back for Dan, for Vazquez. Can he get a good cross into the box? He finds Dan, a little bit of space. Dan rattles it off both posts. And Dan has given us a lead late in the show. It's 70th, 80th minute almost. And that is huge. Now protect it this time, boys. Let's look after the lead, please. Vazquez and Dan, look at this. A wonderful run from Dan into the space. Vazquez finds him. And what about that finish? One post, two posts. And it's 2-1 to Brentford at the leaders. This could be about to send us top. It's a wonderful bit of play and a great finish from Dan as well. And do we start and think about closing this game down? We've got a free kick. Lucianinho over it. Could we tie it up here? It's a Mabry. Oh, Mabry has stuck it in. I thought he put it over the bar. And Hannibal Mabry with a 7th. Hector Amundo with the assist. And at 3-1 with 5 minutes to play, that should be that. It's a wonderful ball in again from Lucianinho. Header there by Amundo. Mabry on the flick on. And it's a great piece of set piece play even. And, well, there we go. 3-1 at the leaders. And we go top after a bit of a nightmare start. I didn't think I'd be saying that this season, I've got to say. I was very, very concerned, but we've absolutely smashed them. We've got one over Spurs. I've whacked my knuckles off the desk, and... oh, that tickled. What do we say to that? Don't get complacent, boys, but that's very nicely done. So Brentford go top. Tuchel disappointed at humbling defeat. Get that up, you Thomas. And that is just wonderful, wonderful stuff. Now, that was the early kickoff. So Arsenal have the game in hand now. They could go back top. I think they're playing Manchester City. So not the easiest game for them. But I didn't think I'd be seeing that when we were struggling down mid-table after a couple of games of the season. So excellent stuff. That'll do it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. We're into the next round of the Carabao Cup. We've beaten the leaders, and I think what we'll do is we'll come back next time for maybe a cup doubleheader. Chelsea in the FA Cup third round, and then the first leg against Watford. January transfer window will be opened at that point as well. If you have any suggestions, I know a goalkeeper is something that we probably should look to sign, but I'm increasingly wondering, do we just keep faith with Siders? He's not doing too bad. He's not doing too bad. He's got in the league 14 games, 5 clean sheets, 6.88 average rating. Is that enough? It's probably not, is it? We could probably do better. But yeah, if you have a look at the finances, we have 38 million to spend. So, we don't have a great deal of change lying around, although we have 100 million in the bank. I think they can give us a little bit more. We don't have a great deal of change lying around to go and get a really top quality goalkeeper. But anyway, guys, that's all for next time. We'll be back for Chelsea and Watford. Take care.